Tuesday, July 26th, about 10 o'clock here in the great state of Colorado. And look what we have here. I looked at this and I thought to myself, well, what do we have here? Does this not look to you like there is a second jet stream that has formed over Africa in the Indian Ocean? As you know, I've been talking about this region of the globe for some time, and when you look at this, it is just insane. The point that I see is that there is intermixing on a huge scale. So let's look at this together. Here's the northern jet stream. As it does so often, fractured, undulates. But look at here. So we see this column of air coming down, hitting in this pressure zone, comes up in here, and it really gets into an eddy current. And it comes down, and then we can really get close up on this. So this is India, and we see this air collapsing right down. Looks like that is just this side of Malaysia, the Philippines. And look at this. Not one, but two. And then this one here throws it right back up and gets right back up in here. So it's actually, you can see this cyclatory cycle. And then we have what we have been seeing happening in Africa for over a week now, just deepening. I have no doubt that the dust and the sand that gets kicked up into the upper areas, let's just go down here on the surface level, and you can see it doesn't look much. Of course, you're down here in the wild 40s, but you can see this as we begin to build the gradation up. We'll go up to 1,000 millibars. And remember again, the higher the millibar, the lower it is to the ground. So that kind of helps you out a little bit. So we start to see this column of air here. This is normal. Now watch. So let's jump up to the 700 millibar. And you can begin to see what's happening here. This whole area into the Indian Ocean and over Africa, this is why they're continuing to pick up all the dust and sand and carries over. But let's go to the 250 millibar. And again, this is what we go by, and you can just see it's rather wild. Just no doubt about it. And so we know that the jet stream is in constant motion. It's constantly moving, constantly flowing, just like any other river. But in this case, we can really see there is a clear mixing of both north and south. So Dr. Beckwith, if you happen to be watching this or seeing, we could really like to get your analysis on this. Am I seeing this correctly? We have the northern jet stream up here. Then we seem to have this, I don't know, it's definitely another jet stream. You can see where it's pulling, and then it collapses down in here into the southern. So we have a lot of interesting things taking place. And no doubt the heat wave that the United States is experiencing and is a result of, I believe, these changes happening, particularly in the upper atmospheres. And you can see this, how this is flowing out. It's just remarkable. we'll keep watching this, and we will continue to see this. Look at this, folks. Now, if that is not an absolute clear north-south, I don't know what is. All right. Take care.